And the entry that we actually won for was a result of the day one activities that we did around the close of that acquisition that happened 5 months later. The one thing I wanted to point out, which I think is kind of a fun, interesting thought for you to think about when you're looking at your entries, is we knew all these things we wanted to enter that were based on the brand launch and the brand evolution. And it was actually one of our new team members from Legacy TW Telecom who said, well, we should enter for that day one event. And we were like, oh, well, that's a good idea. And ironically, that was the one that came through as a best of, and actually won best of show as well. So, you know, always good to just remember that you never know where a good idea is going to come from. The culmination of the event itself was very multifaceted. You know, involved a lot of people, not only from my team, but as you can imagine, operations, HR, corporate communications, media relations team, etc. And the challenge was that you're racing towards yet another last-minute deadline when everything needs to go live. And so it included both internal and external components. You know, redirects from the microsite, or excuse me, from the TW Telecom site to the Level3 site, an external facing microsites that showed the new leadership, alignment with press release that was going out, as well as, you know, changing the executives on .com that morning. You know, it's just the list went on and on and on, as well as the internal piece, which was what was really important. As a global company, while we were acquiring another Colorado-based company, it was very similar to what you're talking about. It was really important that, you know, folks in Germany and Brazil felt as excited about this as, you know, the folks who were sitting here in Colorado, let alone our other core locations around North America. So lots and lots of components and huge, huge team effort. My team kicked me out on the Sunday when there were probably 12 of them sitting at one of our agency partners going through the punch list of everything that had to be done, social media included as well, so I just brought them fun snacks. And they said, don't bother us, we'll let you know, because you're going to drive us crazy if you stay here. So yeah, so it was fun, and you know, from an entry perspective, again, like I said, I really had the whole team sit down and look at the entire list of things that made sense for us, because we did have so many compelling events going on that year. We had each individual person who was the point person on whatever that project was write the initial draft of the entry, because they were as close to it as anybody could be, and you know, then we kind of went through an editorial process and had a point person who managed getting everything submitted. But you know, I think for me, the thing I was most proud of was that everything from our presence last year was a huge team collaboration.